Okay, this is technically square level 5, and you don't get to see it quite yet because this is a breakthrough. So every time I talked about why we were classing everything, why we were putting this under a class, lovely our squares, Alfonso, or our square Alfonso. This is the reason why. So this took me a whole nother program and probably a year to figure out. So I have created an array. This is the lovely array here. S equals, and then that's a symbol for array. It's lovely. Um, what I've also done is created an array with a variable. So variable I, so then I tell variable I to go up, and however many times I tell variable I to go up, that's how many individuals there are. So if I say I equals 3, it will create 3. Let's see. So if I say I is less than 6, then I will go up to 5. There will be 6 individuals because I will start at 0, let I be 0, which is a bit confusing. I can probably do let I equals 1, I less than 6, and then it will, whatever. So, but this will mean there will be 6 individuals at least, so that's nice. What this allows is for each individual to contain everything within the class, which I have broken back down. You can see there's no. This is it actually. This is the end of the code. I bare bonesed it just because I wanted to give recognition to what is about to happen. And you're like, just please show us because you're heckin' boring. I know, I knew. So I had to make everything, instead of saying square dot move, you say the array of squares within I, or the array of squares move, the array of squares show, and then they're calling upon the class square. I just said the array is S because that makes sense for me. You can name your array anything you want. You know what? I'm gonna play it. Ta-da, Alfonso. Wait, hold on. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 because it starts at 0. I have named all of them. They're going a bit okay. They're going a bit too fast for me to figure out. Oh, there's 0. So that would be Alfonso. Square 0. I heckin' Beatrice, Carl, Danielle, Eduardo, and Francisca. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna forget all of them. But the best thing about this, and so this took me a while to figure out how to allow the, and you can see they don't have any personality to them. They don't have any reason. Oh goodness! Every time I talk, they don't have any reason to bounce any other way, so they're going to continue bouncing in the same manner, and that's fine because then we'll start adding back in the hunger, and then they will go all which ways and all. And that's where I'm stuck right now because they like getting stuck together, and they may end up killing each other. When you add back in health, and one of these squares pins the other one to a corner and maybe kills them. So you got to get rid of your murderers in society. But I need to go find the link. There is a lovely, wonderful man who has much more enthusiasm about coding than I do, and understands it so much better than I do. And I would watch him, listen to him while I was at work, and just trying to figure out what to do in my own code based on what he was doing in his code. I think I will put his link to his video on arrays in the description. But that's how. So I went for processing 321, and I got to the point of health, and I couldn't kill my squares. I could send a square to a location off the map, but if I wanted this to go on theoretically forever, which it will not, I didn't want the code to get slowed down, I guess, by the amount of squares. If I wanted them to reproduce and die, and you can't see I did quotations around die, if they were dying by just going to another area outside of the code, their code would actually be slowing down the visual code that you can see. And I didn't want that. So I wanted to fully be able to kill my squares. So what I can do in an array, and we'll do a bit later on, you can splice from an array, which means you remove that individual. Now, it's to the point where I've named everything 0 through 5, and if 2 dies, then 3 becomes 2, 4 becomes 3, 5 becomes 4. And I hate it because I know which one died, but my code doesn't know which one died because it just sucks it back up into and gets rid of it, but then moves everyone over. And I'm like, no, I want to know, keep the original numbers so I know which one exactly died. But you know what? That's something I gotta work out on my own. So as you can see, they actually, interesting enough, they changed slightly. Huh. I wonder what happened because they have no spatial awareness of each other right now. Oh boy. Why? I'm drinking coffee. They have no spatial awareness of each other right now. That's something I had to learn as well. I um, actually listened to the guy who I'm going to post a link in the description about. Listen to him. He did spatial awareness a certain way. It didn't work for me on this one, so heck and heck. But I found out how to do spatial awareness by using somebody else's code. I'll figure that out. Sorry, I just like looking at, like, this is what I wanted in life. And you know what? Let's see. This will probably. So let me see. Am I recording? Yeah, I'm recording. Okay, cool. Haha. Um, so we'll go the other way. I equals 2, so there should be 3. Oh, no, 2. Sorry. Blah, blah, blah. 0, 1. I equals less than 2, so I will only go to 1. So 2, and you're like, wow, that's less exciting than the last time. Yes, but watch these. Yes. This is what I eventually want. It's just chaos. And this is 10 lovely bouncing square. You know what? We're gonna go. This is gonna break my code, or break my computer. Actually, no, it might not slow down because. So when you start adding variables like my behavior variables with okay, well that I mean it's working really well. So we're going to just don't worry. Okay, now it's slowing down a bit. Okay, we'll stop at 25 and just see how they should all get onto the screen eventually. Oh yes, yes. Look at all the squares. This is what I want. I want chaos, but within the chaos, I want defined behaviors. So as you can see, they are moving as they should be moving as screensavers, but I want them to. I'd love to eventually get to like a herd mentality, like give them a reason to herd next to each other, to go to the water, to go to a food source, stuff like that. Just weird stuff that you're like, well, this is a heckin' square it's a screensaver. I'm like, yes, but it could be an individual. So this is where I wanted to start getting, and I finally this year, being heckin' unemployed for 6 months in 2020. Sorry, not 6 months in. It's 5 months. It was only 5 months. Heckin', because I got a job June 1st. And because nobody watches these, I'm just going to, for my own sake, just send off random information. Yes, you were unemployed for a little bit there, sir. Let's see. Anything? Oh, I haven't explained my code. I've been watching the bouncing lovelies, and I haven't explained my code. So this is what you have to do for an array. This is what you have to do for a variable within an array. Let's see. So this is my array is normal. My array is S. That's the array. I could put stuff within here, or I could put stuff within here. I could put like S0, 1, 2. And I think it would create 3 squares, 3 individuals, square 0, square 1, square 2. I wanted to be able to control the amount of squares at any point in time. So instead of a square dying and I write the code, if square 2 dies, splice square 2. Now I say if square with the variable, if any square with the variable of I, which I is within the array, dies, then you splice that square I. And so it reduces the code because all these squares fall within square I, but they're all individuals. And you can see we will get a lovely little chart that I'll reduce it down to like 6 squares, but we'll get a lovely chart that has hunger, thirst, health, the behavior. It's lovely. Let's see what else. What else is there? Here I didn't want to run into problems with with this. I didn't want to like accidentally code this wrong because this is the same code. So I equals, and you have to tell it, or I is less than, you have to tell it what it's less than. Oh goodness. I just coded that I is going to be less than the length of the array, which I define the length of the array as being less than 25 while starting at 0. So haha, there we go. Oh, this is hold on. This is technically I should have gotten rid of this. Don't pay attention to these. Let me see if I can not mess this up. Yeah. Shh. It's okay. Calm down. There we go. Okay. That is spatial awareness. So I'll get into that later. But that's how somebody wrote their code for spatial awareness, and it works most of the time. So I kept it. I changed it a little bit. I defined it slightly differently, but it was good code. Let's see. You can see that I just have to write one line of code to make all this. So I say, you're going to tell me what I is. Oh no, sorry, that's that code. Sorry, that's placing i's over the squares. Yes. This is putting I at 430 because this is a 400 by 400 square. Starting at 60, but then adding 20 times I. So this is 60 plus 20, 60 plus 40, 60 plus 60, so they don't lump up on top of each other. Lump. This is the standard square. This is why I wanted to make classes. My classes. I can't see anything without my classes. Yeah, I guess that's actually it. I really stripped this code down, and I am happy about it. What is variable P? I'm getting rid of you. Variable P. You're a variable P. What do I have for E? Let E equals 420. Yo, E. I think E was supposed to help over here with just starting at x equals 420, because this is, well, x starts at 4. Yeah. E can equal 420. You can fight me. I have no idea what E does. Look, I tried to strip the code down from what it is right now, and apparently I wanted E to be in my code. E. Okay, well that is it. I've obviously gone well over what I need to. But I hope you're excited. We have more than one square, and they're doing their bounce thing. And soon they'll be doing their bounce and their munch and their drink and their dying thing. Yeah, why not? I still have no idea how to make reproduction. That sounds weird. If you can't tell, I'm single. Excuse me, sir. How do you make the reproduction? I'm also reading Harry Potter. Heck, what am I doing with my life? Great things. All good things. No, I still have no idea how to code reproduction to the point of I need to have individual timers within the squares because they need to be of age. You need to have a square that's of age. You cannot have an underage square having children. Rude. And then it has to be content because unless unless you've seen my previous Zoo Tycoon, which oh heck, it hasn't come out yet. I don't think. No, I think it's one of the ones I recorded last weekend. Was it a panda? A male panda was upset in every single way. He was hungry. He was thirsty. He was socially pressed. He didn't have enough shelter, and this is like my environment. Like, I gave him all this stuff and he just was lazy and didn't want to, but he was responding to a mating call from a female panda, which means that drive was stronger than his drive to eat, drink, or sleep. um, Not so with my squares. They're going to have to be content to reproduce, but I also don't know how to insert a square into an array based on that interaction. So I got to learn that. I do know how to insert squares into arrays, and I have done that over a time clock, saying that one square enters the array every minute, and it worked. But I forget how to do that code, so we're not talking about it. But I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope you're as excited as I am that we have more than one square bouncing around. Now we have 25 happy boys and girls. You know what? 26 happy boys and girls, one for each letter of the alphabet, please. Um, and now, obviously, I have to name all my children. So while I do that, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope you catch me back here next week, because I will be adding back in. We'll probably do hunger for. No, you know what? We'll do spatial awareness, because it's going to be fun to watch these squares bounce off of each other. It might end up in them dying or being off screen because I haven't coded health. But you know what? We're going to see how it works. We're going to see if it works. But until then, I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope you stay safe. And yeah, just go enjoy life.